Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody, and welcome to this closing ceremony of last few runs, Jack of Hearts.
Hey, how's it going, Paulie?
Yeah, it's going great. Apparently, we changed the layout. Okay. There we go, we're back. Sorry, there's a lot of delay here, but that's fine. Yeah, it's all fixed. It's all great. It's all amazing. All right, another amazing event, another incredible, insane $3,000 raised for Crisis. That is quite an achievement. So, if you guys can make noise, give yourselves a round of applause. I'm going to do it very quietly because there are neighbors, and it's 1:30 a.m. over here, so I'm going to be nice and subtle about it.
Yeah, yeah. I've been really. I've had such a great time this event. There's been so many great runs. I thought runs we've never seen before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, of course, we had the classic like Sonic Block, and we've seen some of that kind of thing before. There's generally trends when it comes to UKSG, but this marathon especially, we had some great new runs, which I was very happy to show off. I just see.
Yeah, it was just amazing all around. Getting to see Superliminal, that was one of the games that was like on my radar for a while. So seeing a speed run of it over here, that was really nice. The Sound Voltex showcase, that was just
Murtag with his fingers moving faster than the human
Yes.
eye can even see.
Yes, the clickety clackities, as I like to call them. He said, knowing full well he also has a custom keyboard with like clickety clackety switches. Yeah, so chat, I'll have you guys open over here. So if you have any highlights, then by all means, kind of throw your highlights in the chat. And yeah, we'll also try and mention ours. But if you want to see shouted out, just throw it in there. And I'm sure that's going to be very, very fun. Yeah, what other highlights do we have?
I will just go right out there and say it. My personal favorite run, and I knew it was going to be a fantastic run when I saw it on the schedule, but when I actually watched it live, I was completely blown away. Worms Armageddon by Ruffled Bricks.
Yes,
Yes. Easily.
Yeah.
And I don't get me wrong, I love the Zelda games. I love a lot of Sonic games, but Worms Armageddon, watching that run, I was like, whew, excuse me, you can do that?
Yeah.
And Ruffled Bricks made it look so easy. It was an amazing run. I'm not just saying that because I was one of the worms.
I mean, to be honest, it seemed kind of as if Ruffled had some pent-up anger towards me, throwing me off cliffs and stuff like that.
I remember my final move of that run was sacrificing myself so I could throw another guy off a cliff. My sacrifice was not in vain.
Yes, the Worms Armageddon run, definitely one to catch. If you missed it, it's an amazing run with some great commentary, and all of us jumping off cliffs to save ourselves. I guess I don't know what we're saving in Worms Armageddon specifically. Let me just
beating up other worms.
Yeah, Zotan in chat tried to predict what you were gonna say was your personal favorite run, and saying was Monster Rancher 2DX.
It was a run.
It was
a thing that happened.
Hey, it was lovely.
I love getting stuck 20 minutes, stuck for 20 minutes in a speed run because one of the monsters just won't stop punching my cat in the face.
Yeah. Oh, very, very nice. What else did we have? I'm hearing the asymmetric race of Metal Gear Solid between Nick RP Green and House Test. That is, I mean, asymmetric races of any kind are always very exciting to me. Just being able to have two seemingly similar but not the same game, and they are like the same speed run.
Yeah, we had the remaster on one side and the original on the other. And
That's right.
I only caught bits of that run, But I remember I saw the ending, and they were literally neck and neck. There was
Yeah.
5 seconds between them to what at the end of the run. So I'm going to be excited to go back and watch that VOD, to be honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Another one that I caught, just a little gem, honestly. Dr. Mario.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
quite like that because I play the Dr. Mario games quite a lot, and yeah, watching that speed run was pretty interesting, and it's
yeah.
got great music to it, and just the way that I'm gonna reset because it's not a great pattern and it's faster than trying to work with a bad pattern. Like it's good little speed run tricks. I enjoyed that too.
Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, for those of you that probably know me, they've also seen me in like NES Tetris circles, and they have a bit of overlap with the Dr. Mario, like NES Dr. Mario tournament community, if you can call it that. And yeah, like I'd seen a little bit of that. I've seen how it can get competitive, so it was really interesting. Yeah, I really liked it. We're also getting some shout outs for the RE2 race, which was the end of Friday. So yeah, that was lovely. Leon A race. It was again, like, horror games are always very nice to like wrap up our days with. 'Cause,
Yeah, here at UKSG, we often like to have like a nice little horror block, and that was a good one to end Friday with.
yeah,
Um, I also quite enjoyed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion run. That was I especially enjoyed the beginning because it was just after my Monster Rancher run, and Tiny Tim, being Tiny Tim, was like, "Oh, got bodied by like here's a quick trick," and then the guard just bodies the main character, and it's like, yeah, you got jack luck.
yeah.
My luck just didn't. My bad luck was contagious to other runs.
Oh yeah, amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm still stuck on the superliminal pun from earlier. It was like, oh, so here's a frame perfect trick, and he takes the frame from the wall and goes through it. He's like, get it, ah.
I think my favorite part of that run was where he was carrying a radio like halfway through one level just to avoid walking around some steps. It's like that would have taken like an extra second, maybe. Okay, let's just carry a radio to save that second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just goes to show the lengths speedrunners will go to for everything. Yeah. So I mean, let's I'm gonna go quick fire here uh for like some of these runs. Let's also give some massive shout outs to the co-op Legend of Zelda Link to the Past run. Absolutely amazing to see Malmo and Krithel at work here. Cry4, best sacrificial worm, apparently. What else do we have?
Hey, Cryfall got to survive to the end.
Oh, yes.
The Pokemon Red blindfolded run, like that was really interesting to
Oh,
watch.
yes.
Yeah, like just the fact that you can beat Pokemon Red by memorizing menus, learning how many movements it takes after bonks,
Yeah.
knowing exactly what person, like which enemy you're like facing against, and knowing what Pokemon they have. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, the amount of memorization that who was it? It was
It was, I believe, Shifty.
Shifty. That's it, Shifty.
Yes.
It must go through. Like he did mention during the run, he's got an eidetic memory, which is a very impressive um, trait to have. And
Yes.
using it in such a great way to show us, oh, here's how you play Pokemon blindfolded.
I mean, yeah. There was like discussion like behind the scenes, like, oh, he's gonna go for estimate, and I was like, guys, let the man finish. It's 10 minutes. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw chat was going to riot. I'm like, let's just keep going. It's fine.
Yeah,
If we
it's fine.
cancelled the run, no one would have been happy with that.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of like the blessing of having finite days and not just going like Friday all the way to Sunday evening without any stops. It's like you don't really have to manage your time as much anymore because you're just like, it's fine. Sleep block's coming soon. It's whatever. So yeah. I guess Sonic 3 was wonderfully cursed, says Big the Dave. We also have a summary of the Taxi 3 race, going a British guy gets beaten by the French.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah,
I thought that, well, honestly, the whole Sonic block was quite good too. I especially enjoyed the the contrast between Sonic 3 AIR and the original Sonic 3, because they sort of looked like the same game, but then you could see how the tricks were done differently.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, that was a very lovely schedule. I was just some very lovely submissions from everyone, and honestly, I can't wait to see what the future holds. And speaking of the future, let's first of all talk a little bit about UKSG Spring 2022. We don't know when it's happening yet. Current
Said the organizer of the marathon, people.
Yes. You know how it works. We are currently discussing dates, and as soon as we have a date, you will know those dates. Tentatively, you can start looking towards the weekends of either mid April or early May. These are the tentative dates. These are the weekends you should look out for, and maybe start budgeting some of your free time for. Now, again, we'll be raising money for Crisis, and it's still going to be online as of right now.
So we got people like Matthias from New Zealand, Ryan Ford, who was from America. All those international runners are still free to submit and don't have to worry about coming to Glasgow.
Precisely. Yeah, it's still we're very chillax about that. So if you have an amazing submission, then you will know that submissions are going to open up sometime in the next week. So you will know exactly when it's time to submit all of your favorite speed games. Now, as looking further outward to other events, you probably know this already. You probably can see us alluding to it right here. ESA Winter 2022 from the 12th to the 19th, I believe, or the 11th to the 19th. That entire week, that's going to be ESA Winter. Let me just verify the exact dates here. 12th is going to be the pre-show.
Will start on the 12th, the Saturday. The pre-show will be online only. There'll be a group of runners from all around who can't make it to the event, but they still wanted to showcase some great runs. They will be happening on the 12th, and then from the 13th up until the 19th, that will be all live runs happening at Malmö, Sweden. In Malmö, Sweden. In-house, people are going to be there. It's going to be the first live event for so many years. I think everyone's going to be very excited for that. I certainly am going to be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going there, so I sure as hell am going to be excited. Yeah, and also we have, and let me just verify those dates as well, because they were announced today. BSG Online, our friends over at the Benelux, BSG Online 7. That's going to be from the 4th to the 6th of March. And so, yeah, as the name suggests, it's going to be online. So that's going to be very exciting. Another development here on the ESA Marathon channel. And just as a wee reminder, if you missed one of the runs during this event, don't worry. Over on our YouTube channel, let me just, there we go. All the runs from this event will be uploaded to our YouTube channel over the next 3 months. So you should be able to catch your favorite run in due time. So you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button over there. And so when new VODs are coming out, you can check those out. Now, as always, I think some shout outs are in order. Where shall we go here? Let's start off with everyone watching. If you watch this event for any amount of time and you enjoyed some of these runs, thank you from the bottom of everyone's hearts. You're the reason why we can keep on putting up these events. Thank you all for donating, raising $3,000 for Crisis. This is just the 4th event that has raised over $3,000 in general. So that's always a big milestone to achieve, and hopefully we can reach new heights in our future events. Now, more specifically, thank you to our hosting and tech volunteers, including all the respective seniors in these positions. You guys are really what kept this event going for an entire 3 days by reading donations, filtering donations, managing the stream, making sure it's not broken for too long. If it
Yeah,
is,
as
that
much
is.
fun as it is to put on an event, we really can't do it without the volunteers. So
Yeah.
there are some fantastic people in tech sorting us, helping us with like technical problems. There are great hosts that read off donations, and yeah, like if these
Yeah.
are all voluntary positions. So if you'd like to, if anyone's interested in volunteering for UKSG, we always have open voluntary submissions before each event. So
So basically,
you can if you want to be reading out donations for one of your favorite games, just sign up. We are always welcome to help out new readers and new tech people who want to learn.
yeah. So, and I can say the volunteer submission window is always between the time that game submissions close and then 2 weeks before the event. So that is the window. That's a roughly 2 weeks uh, in total. So just make sure you have the timing just right, and make sure you're on our Discord so that you can actually check out all of those things when they come up, because that's exactly what we do every time. We just send out a big at everyone ping. We annoy the hell out of you. We go, hey, submissions for games and volunteers, and if you want to join, go there. Yeah.
We need your help.
We need your help, Star Fox. Yes. So yeah, who else are we shouting out? Of course, the chat mods. This entire event, they kept everything squeaky clean. They kept chat cute, though they didn't really have to do much work. Chat is already super cute. And who else are we shouting out? Of course, our friends in the staff team who managed the schedule. They managed all of the different changes. Like we were challenged a lot this time around with different schedule changes, but we pulled through in the end, and wouldn't have been without the scheduling team or the staff team in general. Of course, Zotan, very good point. Shout outs to ESA. We wouldn't be in this particular Twitch channel in front of currently 690 people almost if it weren't for them just letting us use their stream key and their Twitch channel and all that. Yeah, anyone I missed, Jack, maybe?
Oh, thank you. I'm great. No, I think that's everyone. People in the chat, thank you all for watching. Like, it's a great event. We have some great games, but without people in chat or people watching the video, we'd be broadcasting to an empty room. But thank you all for watching. It's been a fantastic event, as we've said already. I mean, what else is there to say? Like the tech crew, the hosting leader, the hosts. The runners, of course, we forgot to thank everyone who submitted. Like, there are so many people who submitted that weren't able to get in, or they submitted a game that wasn't able to get in. But try again. We're likely, it's always, just because you don't get in one event doesn't mean you're not going to get in any event.
Yeah.
Always keep trying. Thank you so much to the runners who submitted. There were so many games that were fantastic. And I do not envy the task of the scheduling team to cut down that amount of games. Like, Paulie, how many submissions out of hours did we get?
How many hours of submissions did we get? Let me verify that figure, because I'm fairly certain it's kind of jotted down somewhere.
It's in the low hundreds, isn't it? Or just
I
under
would be
100.
surprised if it's somewhere in like 200, actually. Oof. Yeah, so roughly 200. Let me just check. Winter 2022. I'm just accessing the behind the scenes stuff. It's all very exciting all around. And let's see, main. All right, hang on. Let me just Ooh, do you want the figure with or without setup time?
Let's do it without setup time.
Without setup time, just pure speedrunning goodness. 197 hours.
That to cut that down to 30-ish hours, 38 hours of runs, that is, I would say it's an impossible task, but the scheduling team did it. I do not envy that kind of part of running a marathon. Cutting down so many great runs to just like, what, 15% ish of what we got. So, we can only accept 15% of what we got. That is just mind-boggling. And the fact that the scheduling team was able to do it and the amount of runners that we had means that, it's easy to be overwhelmed with that amount of runs. And so, yeah, if you got a run that didn't get in this time, don't be afraid to submit again. If you got a new run that you want to show off, definitely don't be afraid to submit that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, shout out definitely to all the runners. We could not make the event happen without you guys.
Don't forget commentators as well.
And, of course, the co-commentators.
Yeah, they definitely added that little bit extra flavor to each of their respective runs. So
I know from personal experience, my Dark Forces run last night would not have been anywhere near as good without Covert Muffin helping me out.
Oh, yeah. I still remember the Moonbase Alpha run. It blesses and haunts my dreams simultaneously, just from the amount of work I had to put in just for the bit that I did for that run. But yeah, and just for housekeeping, if we haven't mentioned you by like the group that you identify as with regards to like your affiliation to this event, regardless, thank you for being here. Thank you for making UKSG whatever it is. Yes, those are words.
It is a thing, Paulie.
It is indeed a thing. And I mean, to be fair, we could just like UKSG would be nothing without the people that watch it and donate and support it and make it run 4 times a year. Like, we could make the best event in the world, but if there aren't people to interact with it, then it's nothing. So yeah, I think we have babbled for long enough. Let's have a quick checkaroony, because we are about to raid a certain someone who hopefully will not be going offline very soon. Let's check here. But yeah, at the end of every event, we try to raid somebody and we try to send some of the UKSG energy, some of the UKSG love their way. So from the looks of it, it looks like our raid target is going to be live for a little bit longer. They're actually doing a bit of a charity stream of their own. So I think let's wrap it up, and we're going to be raiding our buddy Froob, who is currently doing a judgment run, and at the same time raising money for Action Through Enterprise. I'm sure Froob is going to be able to tell you more about that when we get over there. But until that happens, thank you all once again very much for watching the United Kingdom Speedrunner Gathering Winter 2022. I've been Paulister.
I've been Jack of Hearts.
We will see you in about 3-ish months for UKSG Spring 2022. Bye-bye! Oh, by the way, raid message. UKSG says hi. UKSG says hi. That's the raid message. Okay, bye-bye.
UKSG says hi.
Bye-bye. Oh, nope.
Are we still on? Are we still going?
No, they raided as soon as I was going to say the raid message.